Today we are on the way to the Hasan Raja Museum in Sunamganj. It's a 2.5 hour, 3 hour journey from where we were staying in Molly Bazaar. Now let me quickly tell you about Hasan Raja. Hasan Raja is well recognized in Bangladesh for his contribution to poetry, music and other things. It's actually run by his great grandson Shamarin Dewan, who happens to be a very close friend of mine, someone I knew back in the UK. So that's who we are going to meet. He's actually come from the UK to settle in Bangladesh to set up this museum and continue the legacy. I'm not really interested in Bengali songs back then. I have no interest in it at all. A friend of mine was playing one of his songs called Loka Bole, which means the people are saying or something like that. And there was this one particular lyric in the song where it says that he sees the grey hairs starting to come out and he starts reminding himself that this world is temporary, that we are not here forever, that we are going to leave the things behind. And this really struck me because the rest of the lyric, which I now became interested in, was translated to me. There's all these expectations of society that we should do this, that if you don't have these things, then you haven't made it, you haven't got success. And Hasan Raja was saying if he had known that he would be here forever, then he would have beautified his home. And just think about this, just think about the people, how much we vie with each other, how much struggle we do. Just to what? Just to buy a house on mortgage that we spend all of our life, 30, 35 years to pay off. We spend so much time on this earth trying to buy things, trying to acquire things of this world that we will one day leave behind. Loke bole. The people say, what do they say? They say, oh, you live in this state, you should have this, you should have that. And sometimes this is what we do, acquire these things so that we can have a social status, so that we can have people say, oh, you've made it in life. This is a reminder for those people of understanding that this life is temporary. So we're going to go and meet Hasan Raja's great-great-grandson, I think his great-great-grandson, and from him himself, you'll get the full translation. Let's go. One of the beauties of Sunamganj is that you have to keep stopping everywhere. And look at this, stunning.
आईना दिया छाइया देखी आईना दिया छाइया देखी पकना छोला मार लुके बोले बोले रे गोरबारी बहला नाया मार.
We've just arrived at the Hasan Raja Museum. I want to go meet my good friend here. He owns a lot of this land. This is his home, or one of them. Assalamu alaikum. Long time. I've got my camera crew with me. Please say hello to the camera. This is Mr. Shamarin Dewan, who runs the whole project here. What you've done to come over all the way and resettle down here, how's it going so far?
This is the work, a vast work on Hason Raja. If I actually stay in England or London, I can't carry out this work. So much time, so much work. Yes.
But you've given up so much to do this. For the people of Bangladesh to continue the heritage of Bangladesh.
I'm enjoying actually this work. The people feel so interested in Hason Raja and his birthplace.
On this plot of land?
On this plot. Hason Raja was a figure who actually told in his songs.
So I don't understand the Bangla language much, but when I had it translated to me, it really struck me deeply. Because, everyone faces all sorts of worries and stress and problems, and people want to aspire to get this and achieve this in life. And one of the songs he said, that he looks in the mirror and he sees that white hairs have started to grow.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what he could have meant by that lyric?
This is the song, Luke Bole Bole Re Gorbari Balonai Amar. This is so famous, not only in Bangladesh, but all over the world. Because Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore and Nazrul actually talk about this. Nazrul actually wanted to come here, the national poet of Bangladesh. He actually wanted to come here to see the clay house, the cottage on this vita. On this land.
It doesn't still exist, his original house?
It doesn't actually.
Hasan Raja's original house doesn't exist?
Original house doesn't exist.
But going back to that lyric, what is the meaning behind it? In literature, in English literature in school, we study. What could the author have meant? What could the writer have meant behind these lyrics? I'm asking you, the great-great-great-grandson of Hasan Raja, what does this lyric mean for you?
This lyric means that the people were asking him as the king of this area, where is your mansion?
And what was his response?
Hasan Raja was responding like this, that you were asking me, but I have no house because I don't want to build a good house. My life is so short. Why should I actually build the house on the space? It won't actually exist.
Because once I leave this
Yeah.
earth, it's gone. I don't take it with me.
It says in this song that my beard actually turns into white hair. So it's going. I'm going now. But why should I actually need? Why should I need such
beautify.
a good, beautiful house?
You know how much people chase so much? They want to own property, their own house, and they want
Yeah,
to beautify.
yeah,
They want even bigger. It's never enough.
So Hasan says in his song, we shouldn't actually worry about it. This short life, this short wall, short longed house, you don't need it. You don't actually worry about it. It's gone. Everything will gone when you will die. That's why actually I'm taking time here. It has been 16 years.
I remember you had a
actually carrying out
good
the-
job there.
Yeah.
You were earning very top salary, and you have your family over there
Yeah.
as well. And you sacrifice
I
all
don't
this.
need
This is
it. I don't
you're
need
living in the footsteps of your great father.
So Hasan Raja was such a good man. He was so morally rich that he wanted to actually leave a good legacy for the whole country, for the whole population in this area. So Hasan Raja did it, and he has been successful, and he is still loved by the people. The land area where Hasan Raja left was born and left
On this plot of land?
in this land, on this land.
On this land right now. So
Yes.
Why is the house being demolished? Why is there no house here?
Once in 1897, there has been a massive earthquake in this area, in Assam and Sylhet area.
Yeah.
So it was so big, 8.8 Richter scales. It actually demolished so much in this area. So this house,
That was
Hasan
the-
Raja's
that's
house,
what-
whole house actually, got down.
I see. Okay.
So
How much property is owned by Hasan Raja? If you could tell me, like, how many miles this way, how many kilometers that way?
if you take this house,
Yeah.
the whole house,
Yeah.
if you take the 6 or 7 decimals, this is the house area.
I'm talking about all his properties.
All of its properties.
Around?
It has been half a million acres of land.
Wow. That is a lot of
Yeah,
land.
yeah. It's massive, but he wasn't bothered about
all
his
these-
riches, his richness or his properties. He's not bothered about it.
Because he was that philosophical
Yeah.
person who wanted to
Yeah.
think about the
He
afterlife.
wanted to live a simple life. So people actually used to love him because of his simplicity.
And that's why they used to say to him, when they used to come and see that, hold on, you are such a huge landowner, you've got so much wealth, why are you living in the state of your house like this, right? And this is when he made that song to respond to the people, that the people are keep saying to me, oh, why isn't your house so nice?
Thanks to God. Allah actually given me that understanding that why Hasan Raja is so much bothered about his property and he wanted to live a simple life. This is the land. His eldest son actually built this house in concrete.
There's no house here.
It was house, but
There was a
Hasan Raja didn't like it.
Why?
So he wanted to demolish this building. He didn't want to live in a dalan kota.
That's the word that they use in the lyric, in the song.
Yeah.
I remember.
কি ঘর বানাইও আমি শূন্যের মাজার আগে যদি জানতো হাসন বাঁচবো কতদিন বানাইতো দালান কোঠা করিয়া রঙের.
So Dalan Kuta means a house built out of bricks,
Yes, house of brick, but again it's like mansion.
like a mansion of
Yeah.
Dalan Kuta. That's a new word for me
Yeah,
to take away. Is that Dalan Kuta?
it's dalan kota.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a Dalan Kuta. Because it's a mansion type.
Yes,
Looking
yes,
house.
it is.
But this isn't a Dalan Kuta.
This is sort of dalan kota.
Sort of.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's get rid of this.
So demolish it.
Demolish
Destroy it.
Let's go.
কান্দে হাসন রাজার মন ময়নারে হায় রে কান্দে হাসন রাজার মন ময়নারে পিঞ্জিরা মানে তার বডি
Yeah.
it means his body inside his body there is a moina his heart
This is the Moina Pakri,
moina
right?
and it's trembling everywhere inside me and one day it will go away so the moina
So this is describing that he feels as though
Yeah.
there's one of these birds inside of him.
Inside
It's
him.
trembling. He wants to come out.
yeah to come out
He wants to come out. He wants to come out.
he wants to come out
And he fears that one day it will leave him.
yeah হাসন রাজা ডাকবো তখন ময়নায় রে আয় এমন নিষ্ঠুর ময়না আর কি ফিরিয়া চায় রে so when the moina will go away he will not turn he will go away Hasan Raja he says that I am calling you come back but he won't come
Give me something that the modern day person can maybe take away from that.
your life is so short and you are bothered about your heart that wanted to stay long as possible but it won't because it's coming for a very short period of time so the moina the figure of my heart it will fly away and you can't actually get back to in yourself so why are you worried about it so man relax believing on your only one God you don't worry because he will actually give you where he wants to
He's saying don't stress so much about trying to keep this inside you.
inside
Just know that it's meant to leave. Accept it. Get used to it, and then move on with life.
Yeah.
Because there's more to come. On the journey.
just accept the truth
People try to control fate themselves. They try to take too much control of how things are, which are not in their control. They try to force
Yes.
the situation.
People
are trying to
you
always
are right.
force the situation.
you are right
Sometimes the more stuff we have, the more tension we have. Material things don't actually bring about better quality of life.
It doesn't.
The more things you have, the more worries you have. Sometimes the most simple life is, honestly, I sit here and I feel a glow in my heart. I know this is just a holiday for me, coming to places like this. But I wish I could live here. If I had a stable home,
just come along
a
come
stable
along here.
job, some income, good income in this area, where I could, in this country, making money, I would live here. I would love to live here. I'd give it all up, the luxury of driving and going to a 24-hour supermarket, fake lifestyle, brings you short-term happiness. You buy a phone, the next year the new phone comes out, people want the new phone. Yeah. But I have seen it in Bangladesh as well, it's starting to creep in quite a lot. People are advertising, I got the latest iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it's like they do a showcase opening, post it on Facebook that they've got this new phone. It's like a ceremony that goes on. Sometimes you have to return back to the basic, and this is the basic living.
কোথায় নিয়া রাখবা আল্লাহ কোথায় নিয়া রাখবা আল্লাহ তার লাগিয়া কান্দে লুকে বলে বলে রে গোরবারে বালা নাই আমার ও লুকে বলে বলে রে গোরবারে বালা নাই আমার